Hello and welcome to the Anthony Sporting Sport Complex as we prepare for Monday Night Football inside the jungle. Arnett Gardens, of course, the home team up against Dunbeholden as both teams begin their quest in the rare Neville National Premier League. Wherever you're watching all over the world, thank you so much for joining our coverage here on the Home of Champions. Let's go inside the camps of these two teams as they prepare for tonight's matchup.
Decoy, lots of changes at Arnett Gardens, but you're one of the consistent members of this team. Tell me what the off-season has been like and how has Arnett gone about preparing for a new season?
Well, the off-season has been great so far. We have played some games and we have seen the boys, and they really have done a really good pre-season. I mean, we have a full squad for most of the pre-season. I mean, we have a little injuries here and there, but most of all, the team is we have a really good pre-season this season.
You had a deep squad from last season. You finished top of the table at the end of the preliminary season. New head coach, is there a new philosophy in the team, a new style of play to look forward to?
Well, most definitely. You know, if a coach brings their own philosophy, their own style, I mean, I guess the players, they really adapt well from the coaching system that we have last season. And I think they're really doing good and they're learning each day. I mean, the coach is a really good professional. He tries to explain each situation in depth, and yeah, I think they're adapting well.
You seem very encouraged about the squad. Obviously, major changes up front. No Fabian Reid, no Marlon Allen, two big goal scorers for you. Is that a concern for you, or you're confident with what you have?
No, definitely we are confident in what we have. We have Kimani Auburn. He has really looked really sharp this season. He has scored a lot of goals in the pre-season. My faith in him, even in the change room today, I spoke to him and I told him that I am giving him the task to lead the team this season, and I think he will do good.
Lenny, another new big challenge for you, a new club for you to take on. How are you accepting that challenge here at Dunbeholden?
Well, pretty good. You know, I'm used to most of the players. And you know, I've been there about a month or two now for the club championship, so I'm seasoning with the team right now.
Obviously, yeah, good results, well, mixed results you would say at the club championship level. Dunbeholden, a playoff team last season. How does this squad look coming into this new season?
Well, we're looking pretty good. You know, we have played some practice game in the pre-season, so the team is gelling right. We need some more time to get the cohesion going and the chemistry and the style of play that I want them to play, but they are getting it bit by bit, you know.
I'm glad you mentioned your style of play because I know you're very particular about that, a great technician yourself. How much are they buying into that new philosophy and how much are they capable of playing your kind of style of play?
They have the talent, they have the technical ability. For if you don't have the technical ability, it won't work. So they are technically good. So it just take a little bit of time and you have to try and talk it to them differently on the field. You have to keep drilling it into their heads that they can get it. You know, it's a thing we have to do every day. And you have to think about it, you know.
And I guess the difference this time around, because he was with Chapelton Maroons last year, it was a pretty young squad. Mind you, a lot of them he would have also taught because a number of them would have been affiliated with his coaching at Clarendon College. So do you think that he could make that difference on a team that, mind you, from their first season in the Jamaica Premier League, have been playing some really attractive football?
Finalist 2 seasons ago, playoff team last season. A lot more experience in this team than a Chapelton Maroons team, even though it's very experienced at the schoolboy level. Obviously, the Premier League a different kettle of fish. So he thinks that they are technical enough, they are capable of playing his style of play. So yes, I think his results with Dunbeholden will be much different to the Chapelton Maroons. As to whether he can carry Dunbeholden all the way, we will see if this squad is deep enough. He has, well, they have lost quite a bit of that talent that was there, prevalent in 2 seasons ago when they got to the final. Of course, Atafari Bygrave no longer there. Peter McGregor not in the squad now either. 2 of the main players then. Fabian McCarthy a spot on the bench because he's been injured.
No Nicoy Christian as well. So a lot of changes for both these teams as they make their way out to the middle. And I tell you what, the expectations are still very much high in terms of the type of football, the quality of football, which should grace a usual Monday night inside the jungle. And Arnett Gardens will make their way out in their traditional red and black. Dunbeholden, of course, in their full blue kit, walk out alongside them. And yeah, several changes from the coaching staff, from the players, but still the same quality in the squads. And yeah, new names there as well, but still wanting to make an impact in front of their home crowd. Arnett Gardens, as you see them make their way out to the middle, and Dunbeholden, of course, looking to continue their tradition of fantastic football at this level. And both these teams now out in the middle will now pause for the playing of the national anthem. We are heading closer and closer to the action here inside the Anthony Sporting Sports Complex as Arnett Gardens, they play their first home game of the season. What will we see tonight under the lights? Not a massive crowd inside. I would even venture to say that it's a little disappointing for the first game of the season at Arnett Gardens. As I take a look at the official, Stefan Dua is the man in the middle. Ricardo McKenzie and Keneal Wright will assist him. Andrew Hayden is the fourth official. Joel Cunningham is the captain of Arnett Gardens on the right. Ricardo Thomas wears the armband for Dunbeholden in the blue. And it's time to take a look at this Arnett Gardens team. Eric Edwards is between the sticks as per usual. Philando Wing, Rashawn Amos, Joel Cunningham and DeAndre Cunningham, the back four. In the middle of the park, Marlon Martin and new acquisition Jamon Shepherd from Harbour View. Jaheim Thomas is the attacking midfielder. Rashika Kelson on the left, Shea Smith on the right, and Kimani Arboin will be playing through the middle. As far as Dunbeholden is concerned, the former Arnett Gardens big man between the sticks, Damian Hyatt, and they have a back four inclusive of the captain Ricardo Thomas, O'Dane Samuels, Zakia Wilkes and Chevoy Watkin in the middle of the park, Shaniki Burton, Shakeen Powell, Dwayne Smith, and up top for Dunbeholden, Stephen Barnett on the left, Rowan Brown on the right, DeAndre Thomas through the middle.
Once again, it's the first Monday Night Football in the
Arnett Gardens against Dunbeholden.
Arnett Gardens at home to Dunbeholden FC.
The teams which have been consistent as far as how far they go in the season, who have been consistent in the attractive football that they play. I actually believe that this offering deserves a much better crowd inside the jungle. But it's being broadcast all around the world on the SportsMax app, on scene.tv, And we do welcome you to our coverage from Arnett Gardens as we close out match week 1 of the new look Rare Nephew National Premier League. And we're on the way here. Dunbeholden with the kickoff. And how familiar will we see the setup and the dynamic between these two teams as we get the action on the way.
Lots of expectations from both these units, and as you said, major changes within the teams. Arnett Gardens, you think about it, 3 of their very influential players over the last couple of seasons. Leading goal scorer Fabian Reid, no longer their 16-goal man last season. Marlon Allen, one of their leading goal scorers the season before, transferring to Mount Pleasant, no longer here. Ajuma Johnson.
Well, here's the ball coming across the area at the back post. A big opportunity. Old Dunbeholden just managing to clear their lines. Arnett Gardens looking to start like a house on fire here. And the Dunbeholden defence at 6s and 7s in the opening seconds of this one.
Chance for Kimani Arbo and O'Dane Samuels, the former Charlie Smith standout, in the right place at the right time. Scored 2 magnificent goals last season, O'Dane Samuels, in the Link Cup. Right here at this ground, it was his first ever set of goals at this level. Yeah, game to remember well. He had the first tackle there.
So maybe a good game coming up for him. He's playing in the centre-back position, usually plays on the right side of the defence, or the left side of the defence, to be fair.
Yeah.
O'Dane Samuels.
Look at that
Ball
pass.
goes long. Thomas sends this one inside. No issues there for Eric Edwards.
Did grow up playing a 3-4-3 formation, O'Dane Samuels. Hence why you spoke about him playing either side of the defence.
Well, here's Arnett coming forward, and Shepherd sends it out wide, and the flag goes up against Philando Wing. He's disappointed with the call against him.
Aren't they always? Stefan Duar, a policeman, been a FIFA official for, I make it almost 2 years now, Stefan Duar. Very fit, likes to play a lot of football himself, good midfielder in his own right. Quite a few policemen operating as officials in the Premier League and even at the schoolboy level.
Decoy Williams, assistant coach at Arnett Gardens. No. Arnett Gardens again trying to play that one over the top. Dunbeholden trying to launch an attack of their own. That was a late challenge coming in, and the yellow card is shown in the direction of Marlon Martin. Not good to get carded this early in the game. As a holding midfielder, has to be careful now for the remainder of this game as we take a look at Lenworth Hyde. Head coach of Dunbeholden. Powell, Thomas, Wilkes. Intercepted by Wing. Wasn't the best ball inside. Burton now. Ricardo Thomas popping up everywhere. Samuels back to Thomas. Oh, lovely turn. Really some good work by Dunbeholden as they try to progress through the lines. And here's a speculative effort that goes well over the top. And that shot coming in from Dean Andre Thomas. Well, Dunbeholden with an attempt inside and no issues there for Eric Edwards, who tries to send this out long, but the Dunbeholden defense pretty sturdy at the back. Wilkes looking to guide the traffic, sends it out wide. Dwayne Smith. Watkin speeding inside the box. Oh, Watkin should have done better there.
Yeah, Chavoy Watkin went for goal, wrong option with so many players inside the box. Should have been picking out a pass there.
Lovely first touch and a nice find inside, looking for Thomas, who was stretching to reach that one, and a free kick has been awarded to Arnett Gardens. I think the challenge was given, the free kick was given for the challenge before that one. Wilkes is in some pain. Yep, he's in some pain there. And the yellow card is in the hand of referee Dua. Wilkes taking his time to get up.
Yeah. And that's why the card is taking a while to be shown.
Jesus, hoping that the referee would have forgotten about him. So Dunbeholden will be down to 10 players for this set piece. This may be a critical moment DeAndre Cunningham is there. Three-man wall constructed. It's Cunningham, and it goes well over the top. Watkin. Well, cool under pressure. Eric Edwards. Oh, that's a lovely touch inside, and the challenge had to be made by Cunningham. Amos across. Goes long. Kept it play well. And the free kick awarded to Arnett Gardens. They continue to surge forward. Did well to keep his balance. Shepherd. There are the strides coming forward now. Cunningham trying to play it out wide, but Shepherd picks it up. Shepherd touches it inside. It's Arboyne. Played back outside. Here is the effort that goes high from Shea Smith.
Yeah, like those driving runs from DeAndre Cunningham, though, through the middle. Not afraid to go through the spine of the Dunbeholden midfield and defence is Arnett Gardens.
Watkin with the throw. Arnett Gardens with the interception. That's a lovely first-time flick. And trying to thread that one through. But Dunbeholden again in the way. Cunningham winning that header well. It was never going to be a contest between himself and Dean Andre Thomas. It's a nice turn, and the challenge coming in hard on Jaheim Thomas.
Yeah, real new look. Midfield for the Arnett Gardens team. No Romeo Guthrie as well.
Wing, plays it out wide. This is Kelson. Kelson's effort! Oh, that didn't miss by much. Hyatt was scrambling across to his right, trying to get anything on it, but lucky for him, it was wide of the mark.
New look number 10 shirt for Rashid Kelson. Good attempt, taking over that shirt from Ajuma Johnson. Rashid Kelson. And yeah, had Hyatt in some trouble. Just wide.
Oh, the ball has slipped all the way through to Arboyne, trying to utilize his strength to win it, but eventually he lost it to Samuels, who's had a good start to this game at the back for Dunbeholden.
Former Arnett Gardens player as well, Odin Samuels.
Oh, that's a poor pass. And Arnett Gardens looking to capitalize here. That's a lovely ball played through. He's onside. Big save. And Kelson, now can he finish? It's Kelson! It goes across the face of goal. They had two bites at the cherry. Could they come up with the fruit? No.
Good attempt. Jaheim Thomas is livid, but I can't say I blame Rashid Kelson for his attempt. Good pass, Kimani Arboin to find Marlon Martin. Doesn't score many goals, Martin, the defensive midfielder. Hyatt did well. Good skill here from Kelson. I'm not sure what Jaheim Thomas is quarreling about. Kelson did the right thing to go after goal here. Look at this, good composure here. Didn't want to kick it. Lots of players in the way. That's a good attempt by Kelson. Had he found the far post, it was vacant. Lucky to get away. Good save, Hyatt. If you look at what Martin did, look to try and go between the legs of Hyatt. Tried to almost make a little body shake so as to create the gap, but Hyatt, experienced, got the job done. Just one goal last season for Marlon Martin. One of the best defensive midfielders for the last couple of seasons. There's Garnett Lawrence, an assistant coach now at Arnett Gardens, was at the helm of Malines United for a while. Coaches in schoolboy football as well.
Referee says play on, and they do, and it's Kelson. Kelson running into space, trying to get by Watkin, who recovers well, really well. And he tries to start an attack of his own.
You'd have to say unusual position for Watkin, who usually plays in the centre-back position, asked to play right back now.
He did so on a couple of occasions last season as well for Dunbeholden.
On the other occasion, yeah.
That's a late challenge there. Just legs tangling as Marlon Martin went in. And he has to be careful here, Martin. Having been shown the yellow card pretty early in this one.
Has been sent off before, Martin. Very hard tackler. And yeah, that was definitely dangerous. From behind, you certainly don't want to be going onto the ground and making a 2-foot tackle.
Dwayne Smith is the one who's pulled rank as others walk away from that mark. Ricardo Thomas is also there, pulling the highest rank as captain. Let's see who will take it. The wall set up by Arnett Gardens. Here's a kick straight into the wall. Dwayne Smith, it was. Thomas launches this one to the edge of the box. Barnett was trying to gather it, couldn't. Dunbeholden will try again. And they'll go all the way to their custodian. Thomas. Oh, giving up possession. Dangerous area. Here's an opportunity. Hyatt in the way. Dunbeholden, they really have to be careful. They are born with the opportunity. And again, they lose possession cheaply. And it's Shepherd. Cunningham. He's going on a major run. Wing. Shepherd. Cunningham. Across to Amos. Thomas out wide. Smith on it. Smith can cause some trouble. Picks it up again. It's Shea Smith. Oh, that never had any power behind it. Dragged the shot wide in the end. Did Arnett's number 11.
Sharing the ball well, Arnett Gardens, but that was a badly scuffed attempt from Smith, who really didn't sort his feet out, and he knows it.
And Hyatt needs a breather. Used to playing under these lights a lot for Arnett Gardens, the experienced custodian. And maybe just feeling a bit of discomfort, but at the same time, the teams will have conversations at this juncture.
Telling him to relax is Fabian McCarthy. Broke his leg last season, missed half of it. Dunbeholden still managed to make the playoffs without him. He's such an integral part of this team, and even in talking to Linworth High, he's looking forward to the return of Fabian McCarthy because of the calmness that he brings in the middle of the park, and that's exactly what he's saying to his team. Just relax. Decoy Williams, experienced as a player at the Arnett Gardens team, played overseas as well, the assistant coach.
Of course, you can download the SportsMax app today from the Google Play and the App Store to keep in touch with quite a bit of sporting action, including the Jamaica Premier League and it's a schoolboy football competitions from Jamaica, as well as all the other sporting content, especially football with the UEFA Champions League as well, and the SSFL in Trinidad and Tobago. Of course, that's high school football, the SSFL. Shepherd eventually getting the call in his favor. Was appealing as if he was working for the Salvation Army there. Eventually got the call.
Well, he didn't remember one of the basic rules: play the whistle. Got to keep playing until you hear the whistle. It may never come.
Amos goes long, looking for Arboine, and Hyatt comes out and collects right at the feet of Arboine, and
Hyatt is struggling, you know.
yeah, he's grimacing. Yeah, I'm not sure how long he'll be able to continue, especially if it's a hamstring injury.
Looks as if he injured his knee now. Hyatt, the left knee. Not the youngest man on the field, Damien Hyatt.
Yep, he's going to require some more attention from off the bench. And it is a concern for Dunbeholden. Janae is with a few Dunbeholden fans. Janae, what's happening?
Actually not with Dunbeholden fans, Donald. I'm with some Arnett fans. Come, tell me what's going on. What's going on with Arnett so far?
Well, I'm just reaching out, so I don't really know what's going on.
Alright.
But I'm saying my ball I get a goal still, but in Shida.
So who is the baller?
Marlon Martin. Number 8, watch him, Arnett.
So far, Arnett getting chances and chances and chances. You think that Arnett's going to come out successful?
Yeah, man. I'm a deal today, man. Believe me, I tell them, man.
So you tell me say you're nervous?
Nervous, man. The school.
Alright. Well, you heard from some Arnett fans. They are excited for them. As a matter of fact, what's your prediction?
Alright. You know, say I 3-0 missed it so far.
But what you tell me say you just reached?
But about 10 minutes, no, me reach. So, we don't know where to go.
Alright. Well, Donald, we're going back to you.
Thanks, Janae. Yeah, Hyatt is going to continue. Seems to be all patched up and ready to go again. Brown. Trying to play between the lines here, Dunbeholden, and make progress. Ron Brown gets it again. The touch inside. Trying to move away from the traffic, Dean Andre Thomas. Now Kelson. And Wing. And Kelson. That's a challenge that came in late from Arboine. I suppose he's getting used to the striker role. No Fabian Reed. No Marlon Allen. Although they do have a young striker named in the squad. Happy to see him back in the Jamaica Premier League. The former St. Andrew Technical High School striker, Warner Brown. And definitely who could more than fill a gap. Dwayne Smith lost it. Arboine picks it up. Still a chance for Arnett Gardens, but couldn't do a lot in the attacking third there. And it goes the other way. DeAndre Thomas was trying to hold up the play. Ricardo Thomas on it. And now the ball spread over to this side looking for Watkin, but couldn't keep it in play. Amos again goes long. Almost got themselves in some trouble there, trying to move through the gears, and there was a foul on him, Dwayne Smith. Watkin. Powell. Samuels. Captain Thomas gets the return ball. Thomas plays this one inside, headed away by Cunningham. Late challenge on Shepherd. Well, they're still moving. Probably a little bit more entertaining than the game at the moment. Arnett trying to change all that now. Player is down. And they lose possession, and now a free kick awarded to the Junglists. DeAndre Cunningham is fine to take this one. Switching the play and doing so well. Wing inside, Shepherd from distance. Thomas. Watkin. Oh, that's a very late challenge from Shepherd. He's going to go into the referee's book here. Oh, that looked so dangerous. Take a look at it again.
Yeah. Not as bad as it looked initially. his studs actually weren't showing, to give him credit. Was a low challenge as well, not a high challenge.
There's the great Sam Sharp, they used to call him.
Sam Allen.
But Sam Allen.
Recently retired from TVJ.
Yep.
When I say recently. Yeah.
Wonderful scorer, loves his cricket too.
Yeah. Loves his sport generally, Sam Allen. So many years at Television Jamaica.
Arnett Gardens have to be careful at the back here. Cunningham not quite inviting the pressure, but does well to evade it. Oh, that's really good transitioning from Arnett Gardens. And the challenge coming in. Last touch off Kelson though. Crowd doesn't have a lot to cheer about so far.
Talk with Watkin yet again. Can be overly aggressive, Watkin. Two seasons ago, had a real standout here with Portmore United. In a dismal season for Portmore United, but Watkin was outstanding as a centre-back, one of the best of the season.
Yep.
And then made the transfer to Dunbeholden, has been hot and cold, you would have to say, in terms of his relationship with the club.
Oh, lovely skip. Could get by a second challenge there, coming in from Wilkes. It was. The card will stay into referee's pocket, and Wilkes has to be careful here. I think a lot was made of the challenge, though.
A lot of these players living dangerously. Watkin, oh, hell no. Let me tell you, I think he could have received a second yellow there. What was he challenging? He took out the man completely, Wilkes. And then got a high five from Watkin, who
you know
Watkin
what saved
himself.
him? Do you know what saved him? Is the fact that the first challenge I felt was more rash.
From Watkin?
It looked more rash, yes.
Yeah, Watkin as well was reckless with his challenge. And then congratulated Wilkes on taking out Thomas almost.
Well, there must have been a call prior to that.
For offside. Must have been an offside call that saved them, Donald. Had it not been for that, I'm sure there would have been a yellow card there. And if it was for Wilkes, he would have been off.
Oh, Smith does well to steal it. Striding forward. Yeah, but that second stride was a little bit off, wasn't it? And Dwayne Smith heads it further up to Rowan Brown, who's lost it. There's the dink to the edge of the box. Watkin in the way.
A lot of these players testing the patience, I think, of referee Dua. Yeah, a lot of ill-timed challenges and studs shown as well. And if these players are not careful, this game won't finish with 22.
Lovely collection inside the area. It's Kelson to the byline, pulls it across. Oh, delightful delivery. Anagan still with it. Wing with the ding towards the back post. Nobody there in red and black.
Wrong decision by Wing. There was never anybody there. Should have been looking to just take a touch initially. Wasted chance for Arnett Gardens, but yeah, good work by Kelson on that left-hand side. And played the intelligent pass towards the penalty spot, but no one was there in red and black.
Did well there, did Rowan Brown. Did well in the link-up, had a couple of performances from off the bench, provided some goals for Dunbeholden in the knockout competition last season.
Yeah, had a very good link-up also Premier League wise, ended with 5 goals on the season. Rowan Brown had a good finish for the club. He'd love to expand on that this year. As I said, over the last couple of seasons, Dunbeholden have lost a lot of their attacking talent.
Well, here's an opportunity. This is surely a big chance. Arboine! Arboine! How did he miss from there?
Has worked on his finishing a lot over the last few seasons. Kimani Arboine has improved, but that one needed to be better. Was under pressure, good skill there just to touch it over Odean Samuels, but couldn't touch it around Damian Hyerton into the back of the net.
Here they come again. They are moving confidently through the gears, and the challenge coming in as Dunbeholden look to make a transition of their own, but it'll come the other way once more. Wing.
Corey Williams was very expressive about his talks with Kimani Arboine and what he thinks of his development, playing as this lone striker. And he was confident in his growth.
Smith through the lines. Oh, he needed a better collection there, Arboine.
Lovely positioning from the number 12, though. Give him credit for that. Between the lines, in between the centre backs, but as you said, that final touch there, which has evaded him over his career, Kimani Arboine, that one standout season in 2022. But yeah, that needed to be better. 2 chances in quick succession. Those are the kind of moments where players like Fabian Allen last year and Marlon Allen the year before capitalized on. Fabian Reed, I should have said, not Fabian Allen. Fabian, wrong sport.
Arnett Gardens just coming into life there as Dunbeholden, they give up possession cheaply. Cunningham again goes along, but the flag is up. Smith, robbed of the ball, tries to win it back and does. Thomas. Again, giving up cheaply. And Arnett Gardens streaming forward. Late challenge coming in. Shane Thomas goes down again. The Arnett Gardens faithful wanted a card to be shown there. It was a cynical challenge, wasn't it? Saniki Burton gets away with one. Here's Amos again. Lovely touch inside. As Barnett, haven't seen a lot from him. Picks up a free kick. They're like little medals in the game. The awarding of the free kicks in this matchup. This is some way out though. Ricardo Thomas is behind this one, but I'm thinking he's going to be provider more than anything else here, because this is some way out. Ball sent inside the area. Cunningham had missed the initial header, and it comes all the way through to Eric Edwards, who tries to start a counter. And it's Jamon Shepherd on it. Shepherd has so many options. Deciding to switch the play may not have been the best option, but oh, that's lovely from Jakeem Thomas, trying to do it a second time. And it's a chance that's wasted by the Junglists. Watkin, Wilkes, trying to place that one through. Smith, this looks promising. DeAndre Thomas, picked up by Smith. Challenge coming in hard on Smith. It goes the other way. Here's an opportunity now. DeAndre Thomas trying to go the long route. Eventually went for the shortcut. Didn't work. That's lovely. It's Arboine. We see him attacking from the left-hand side all the time. Sends this across. He was wrong-footed. Shea Smith, he tried to get on the end of it, went behind him.
So much pace on that pass as well from Arboine that there was no recovery for Smith. Wasted chance yet again. That final decision from Arboine, not up to scratch. Nice pass, freeing pass it was though from Joel Cunningham on that left-hand side. Good vision from the centre-back. And Arboine, I thought when Arboine cut into the right, onto the right foot, that he was just going to drop the shoulder and then go back onto the left, because the defender actually looked flat-footed.
Would have rolled back a couple of years with that one.
Yeah, I really thought that was a move for him. He had him in isolation. Instead, the lateral pass, which was inaccurate. As I said, those are the moments where you need an instinctive move.
Maybe 3 minutes of stoppages to be played. At least. Here's Cunningham. Shepherd. Amos. Thomas picks it up for Dunbeholden. Goes around the defender. Sends a hopeful ball across. It's going to be kept in. Rohan Brown on it. Looking for movement. Dwayne Smith. Watkin. Just 2 minutes of stoppages to be played. Ricardo Thomas. Oh, he's thinking of a shot. Really ambitious. And it goes the other way, the possession. And Kelson looking for options, taking forever to make up his mind. Shepherd. And good challenge coming in, but here is Shepherd trying to guide that one inside. The spill by Hyatt, but he recovers in time. Not sure why he opted to do that. Could have gone anywhere. I guess he'd say that he was in complete control. Tom was desperate to get there and had to. His team putting him into a lot of issues. And it comes through to Arboine. He just needs a touch across, and he does make the touch. It's with Kelson, it's with Arboine, and he's lost it. And Shepherd. The challenge comes in. It had to come from Wilkes.
And how in all of that did Arnett Gardens not get off a shot? It's ridiculous between Kelson and Arboine. Just too many touches in that 18-yard area without getting away a strike. Too much space for Kelson to not create that opportunity. Just look at that here. Lots of indecision. And because of that, as you said, guilty sometimes of overthinking it, Arnett Gardens. And crediting in the end to Dunbeholden for defending well.
Corner kick taken short. Shepherd lofts this one inside. Hyatt calls for it and grabs it well.
Hyatt needs to be careful when he hits the ground that the ball doesn't slip out of his grasp. I've seen about 3 occasions so far this evening where it's almost been released. You remember he had a couple of bloopers last season with that.
That's the end of the first half. No goals to show for Monday Night Football, but we've had some exciting moments. Arboine has had a couple of chances himself, playing in the centre forward position for the Junglers. Rashika Kelson also has been heavily involved for the home team. And Dunbeholden, they've also had their moments as well. And defensively, they've had to withstand Arnett Gardens, especially through Wilkes. But after 45 minutes, yet to see a goal here inside the jungle. Goalless at half-time. Sevilla against Arsenal as the UEFA Champions League continues on SportsMax Tuesday afternoon, 2 o'clock, 3 ECT, and also on the Home of Champions on Wednesday, Paris Saint-Germain against AC Milan, 2 o'clock, 3 in the Eastern Caribbean. So we're back at the Anthony Swading Sports Complex as we prepare for the second half between Arnett Gardens and Dunbeholden. We're yet to see a goal in this fixture. Anybody else know what's going to happen next?
We are on the pitch. I'm here with somebody very important to the whole production of the Jamaica Premier League. It is Avery Campbell.
Hello, hello.
Who are you?
I am the sponsorship manager and execution manager for the Jamaica Premier League.
Okay, Avery, let's also walk and have a little talk about Jamaica Premier League. When we look around, we see a lot of feather banners, a lot of A-boards. Tell me, what is the whole process putting this production together?
Well, it takes a lot of the partners. We have a lot of partners on board. I control the relationships between each and every partner, and it involves all of the agreements, the boards for the TVs, the feather banners for the TVs, even the ads that you see on SportsMax. It comes down to us at the PFGL, and I am spearheading it all.
Well, Ray & Nephew is a new title sponsor.
Yeah.
It's exciting. We see people with the cups drinking Ray & Nephew
Of course.
by the quart, by the bottle. How does it feel for Ray & Nephew to be on board this year?
Honestly, there's a surge of energy. We're not trying to prove that Ray & Nephew is a great brand. Ray & Nephew has made a name for themselves. However, we're trying to bring them on board and show them that pairing that with football is amazing, and the spectators already demand Ray & Nephew even before they became partners on board, and we're just excited. We're looking forward to lots of energy, lots of excitement, even with little to no marketing, you know?
Yes. Well, Avery, we have you here, so we have to ask you, are there any little secrets that we should look forward to for this season that you would know since you're behind the scenes?
All I have to say is that anything that you would have seen in the last 2 seasons, just expect something way better for this season.
Well, we have bigger and better for this season of the Jamaica Premier League. Stay tuned, we have more football action.
So the players making their way out to the middle. And Arnett Gardens and Dunbeholden locked at 0-0. And yeah. Anigans will get the action on the way for the second half here. And immediately they go long over on that far side. Wonder what the story of the second half will be. Hopefully it slips into our next gear. Powell across to Wilkes. Decoy Williams looking on at the proceedings. I'm wondering if the enthusiasm in the community has waned a little bit with so many changes at the club. Lenny Hyde, of course, used to be here, but he used to be at quite a few other clubs as well. He's been around this league, now plying his trade with Dunbeholden. Yet another stoppage in the play, just to slow the proceedings down yet again. It has been that sort of evening, hasn't it? There's Warner Brown, an exciting, it's difficult to call him a young prospect, but he was overseas for a while as well. Warner Brown, the former St. Andrew technical striker. I considered him at the time as one of the nation's best young strikers, Warner Brown. eager to see what he will do for Arnett Guards this season.
Was playing for Tivoli before he went away.
Yeah.
Warner Brown had scored I think it was about a half dozen goals before he went away. Back now, but certainly I agree with you. One of the exciting young talents in terms of strikers.
Would have struggled with injuries as well.
Yes.
Even as he continued under the tutelage of Philip Williams, who would have been his head coach at St Andrew Technical and of course at Tivoli Gardens a couple seasons ago. But yeah, I think the Arnett Gardens faithful will like him. Amos. And just a hand of apology from him. We usually see him in the right back role for Sean Amos, but he has matured to be holding one of the centre back positions. We don't see Earl Simpson in the squad for this match week, so obviously Amos is deputizing there.
Well, none of the Simpsons, in fact, in the squad.
Ezran as well.
Yeah.
So we're taken by Thomas.
So many changes within the squad. Guthrie and Deacon, of course, as well as Marlon Allen, have moved on to Mount Pleasant. Ajuma Johnson to Harbourview.
Yep.
Fabian Reed to India.
Well, that's the odd one out, but yes.
And the two Simpsons missing, so many changes in this squad. A pretty deep squad they had from last season, but you just wonder, without all of those players, and so influential, many of those players. I mean, Romeo Guthrie for a few seasons now, they've been a captain. How will this Arnett Gardens return to the helm of the Premier League?
They have the support, and they've had the support in the past. But I know, for tonight at least, it doesn't feel the same in terms of the support from the stands, which is not remotely close to capacity. Ball has come through to DeAndre Thomas, who has made a nuisance of himself. Thomas driving that effort, and well, that was easily handled in the end at the back. And Arnett Gardens striding forward. It's a good run by Wing. Wing scoops it up. Delightful touch. And Jamon Shepherd couldn't do a lot with it there.
Yeah, hasn't scored in 2 seasons, Jamon Shepherd. An assist last season, an assist the year before. Hasn't scored and didn't look comfortable in the area. This ball coming to him. The first touch wasn't horrible, but it was a little bit heavy. And that was good vision from Philando Wing.
After making the good run, we ask for that from our players so many times, to do one thing right and then follow it up with a decent pass or a shot. Good to see that bit of play from Wing. Well, here's Arnett Gardens in transition. Arboin trying to thread that one through, but it wasn't a thread, more like a stab. Too much power behind it. It's the little things that we've seen lacking in the attacking third from an Arnett Gardens perspective. That was hopeful. Cunningham. Barnett has had a a really quiet game, but he takes the throw quickly, probably a little bit too quickly for Dwayne Smith's liking. Shea Smith going long, and that's a good header back. O'Neill Thompson is here, one of the stalwarts, the football stalwarts in this area. O'Neill Bigger Thompson, defender, holding midfielder extraordinaire back in the day. For Boys Town especially, working alongside his coach at the time, Andrew Price. And they've been in lockstep ever since.
Yes, I'm about to say, still working alongside him. Now at Humble Lion.
Smith places that one through. Being held, but moves away from the challenge. Arbwine plays it out wide, but good coverage at the back there. Odin Samuel's doing well so far in this one. Shepherd. Cunningham. Smith decided safety first. I think Dean Andre Thomas was really fortunate there. Knocked it into an area where I don't think he had a snowball's chance in hell to get on the end of it, but the call went into his favor.
Let me tell you, the distribution from Joel Cunningham in the back line is immaculate. I've been watching him over this first half. Doesn't make any fuss about it. The ball comes in. Sometimes it's a one-time pass, and every pass he's made has been pinpoint accurate.
And they're usually forward passes. This one played through to the edge of the box. Looking to catch a runner. Dean Andre Thomas decides to go himself. Now Thomas to the byline, and enough pressure was applied there. And it's a goal kick after Dean Andre Thomas ran out of real estate. Shepherd again getting away with that one. Thomas. Kelson. Kelson with a chip inside, almost went through. Shepherd. And Martin. Back to Amos. Across to Cunningham. Amos may go long. Referee says play on, and they do. Good work by Rowan Brown. Dwayne Smith trying to get the better of Powell, or rather it was Dean Andre Thomas actually. Good work. Now it's with Barnett. Barnett plays it across. It's a big chance here for Rowan Brown. Robbed at the last second there. Now here is Arnett. Oh, lovely. Thomas feeding Shea Smith. Needs a good ball inside. It's not a bad one, but it's away from Arboine. And Shepherd picks it up. And Arboine back at it again. And Arboine lovely movement through the gears here. DeAndre Thomas trying to skip by a couple of challenges and was unsuccessful. Holds his head in disbelief, not sure why. Thomas pokes it out wide. Smith further up to Arboine. Arboine utilizing his speed, but a good recovery challenge from Dane Samuels. The defenders have come up big for both teams. Oh, they were going hand in hand there. How beautiful that was. Almost like an escort.
Both coming from Charlie Smith at the high school level.
Yes. Corner kick comes in, and that's a header on target. Good from Cunningham. But Hyatt had so much time to just move across to his right and hold on.
Strong header, not much on the cross in terms of pace. And hence why the header was so soft from Cunningham. He had to produce everything himself. And from that distance, Hyatt was easy.
Rowan Brown has it for Dunbeholden. Cutting inside, Rowan Brown. Twisting, turning. Back out wide, DeAndre Thomas. Oh, that is wayward. So we expect some activity from off the bench soon.
Still about half an hour to go. From an Arnett Gardens perspective, maybe Warner Brown if you're thinking about improving the strike force.
Yeah, there he is.
Dunbeholden have a few warming up. I wonder how fit Fabian McCarthy is. Is this the kind of game you'd give him a few minutes? Not as a forward, but obviously to bring some presence in the middle of the park as well.
Well,
maybe help with the distribution.
That they don't need it.
Well, he is warming up.
He is warming up.
I think they do actually, because I still think Arnett Gardens are having some joy as well in terms of creating half chances.
Remember, you can download the SportsMax app today from the Google Play or the App Store to keep in touch with a lot of the sporting action on the Home of Champions. Nicely done by Philando Wing. Layoff was proper too. Kept by Arboine. Wing continues. Delightful stuff. Smith to Wing. Wing. Still Wing. Corner kick.
He's a skillful player, you know, Wing. Was a part of good Jamaica College setups. Was never really able to make himself a permanent starter with the Jamaica College team as well. But has found his place as a left back. Always expecting more from him, Wing. Has the ability, has the potential, I should say, to be a really good player.
Third corner kick for Arnett Gardens. This one is swung inside again, looking for Cunningham. Smith was asking for a handled ball there, but don't think there was a lot in it. Amos striding into space here. There's a shout for handled ball here, but oh Lord, there's nothing in that.
Hands right across the chest. It's never going to happen. Wonder if Dunbeholden will go the likes of maybe a Stephen Williams, who did score a handful of goals last season. Lots of experience as well.
Ricardo Thomas on it now, swinging this one inside here. What a ball that was! There were two players trying to get on the end of that one. Evaded both of them.
Yeah. Maybe even a Reggie Smith in terms of adding some creativity. Lovely pass that was, though, by Ricardo Thomas. Yeah. Put it in an area that asked the defence line of Arnett Gardens lots of questions. I guess considering they didn't get a blue touch, they answered them.
Here's Arnett. Thomas into the path of Shepherd. Shepherd sends it out wide. This could be another opportunity here. This one driven across. The flag had gone up, though, against Kelson. Change made. Well, change is being made by Dunbeholden. Series of them.
Is going Stephen Williams. He is in the middle of them. No surprise.
So Stephen Barnett is out, so too Dean Andre Thomas. Stephen Williams comes on.
Unbelievable that even Stephen Barnett has been on the park. How many times have you called his name?
Not a lot.
Leading goal scorer last season for Dunbeholden with 9 goals.
Ewan Barton has come on. And Carlington Blackwood is also on, replacing Rowan Brown. So the entire front line changed by Dunbeholden. Warner Brown now comes onto the park for Arnett Gardens. Well, here's an opportunity for Smith. Smith sends it out wide. Williams. He can be such a live wire. Dunbeholden's number 12. Williams. Oh, he's lost it. Wing. Yeah, just to confirm that final change, Carlington Blackwood on the part now. And for Arnett Gardens, the one we've been speaking about, Warner Brown on for Shea Smith. Looks to be wing.
The crowd has gotten a bit better, it must be said, in terms of density. Better second half crowd than we saw for the first half.
Still probably the best supported team in the league, Arnett Gardens, even if the Anthony Sporting Sports Complex isn't jam-packed.
And they do spoil the team over the years, as you said. Usually, especially for the first game of a season, you would expect a jam-packed crowd. It's not quite that, but still appreciably better than what we saw in the first game and in the first half.
Drax Hall was a wonderful sight yesterday as well.
The crowd?
Yes.
Okay, yes.
Another change coming up with Fabian McCarthy getting ready to make his re-entrance in the Jamaica Premier League after being out several months due to a broken foot.
Yeah, there's Fabian McCarthy. National experience as well.
Both played inside the area, ricochet inside the box. And they couldn't quite pull the trigger, but here's that one that was pulled. And it required a deflection away from the goal. And it's a corner kick to Dunbeholden. It's their first corner kick too.
Off the head of Joel Cunningham and out. Here comes Fabian McCarthy for Dwayne Smith.
Here's a corner kick by Thomas. At the back post, kept alive. Well, that looked a little bit awkward. The collision there involving Shaquille Powell. That was a handled ball. The referee was right on the spot. There he is, Fabian McCarthy.
Premier League winner, Mobay United. Schoolboy winner at St. James High. Premier League finalist with Dunbeholden. Also played for UWI as well. And certainly for me, been one of the best defensive midfielders in the country for years now.
Stephen Williams gets a yellow card for that challenge. Wing has been in the wars, hasn't he?
Suffering from a bit of cramp as well. Williams manhandling him. Imposing figure, Stephen Williams. Oh, did pick up a booking as well.
Here's a long ball inside the area. No issues there for Hyatt. Blackwood has kept that one in. Good movement from Brown. Drove that across the area. Was looking for Barton. Thomas. Here they are going forward. Blackwood. Challenge vital there. Shepherd intercepting. Players down for Arnett Gardens. About what, 18 minutes remaining plus time added for stoppages? I can't recall having seen 2 Monday night fixtures ending goalless.
Yeah, and we can't say there have been many chances created either. Talk about a rusty start. Shea Smith now on the bench. Couldn't add anything to his 6 goals he scored last season. That will be a drop ball, made contact with referee Dua. Intensity has dropped as well, and the pace of play.
Amos. Well, that wasn't the best pass from him. Now he has to recover to try and put a stop on Barton. Well, that's a challenge coming in from Shepherd.
What can be created? Dunbeholden, the third highest scoring team last season with 44 goals. Arnett Guards, the highest scoring team with 48. And still we are yet to see one.
Well, an opportunity here for Dunbeholden as Arnett Gardens, they set up the wall.
If it's Stephen Williams, then you know it's going to be a drive.
Williams playing that one inside.
It's actually a pass.
It was. Williams on it again. Went nowhere fast on that occasion. Ball played out wide. Blackwood on it. The free kick awarded to Blackwood and Dunbeholden in a prime position.
Cutting in Blackwood. Not sure if he saw the reverse run being made by Stephen Williams. He must not happy with the call. Certainly not going to change. Dangerous position this as well. Interesting angle, especially for the right footer. Fabian McCarthy likes it as well. One of the first players that at the schoolboy level used to refer to as an overlapping centre back.
Well, the 4-man wall being constructed by Eric Edwards, making sure that everything is in line here to try and stop this one. McCarthy, Williams behind it. It is going to be Fabian McCarthy straight into the wall. McCarthy again.
Yeah, needed better from McCarthy. And even as a defensive midfielder, he scored 25 goals in his Premier League career, 2 last season before his leg break.
Thomas sending this one inside, overcooked it. Watkin picks it up. Watkin. McCarthy. Burton. Watkin. Trying to be patient, Dunbeholden. Zakia Wilkes now Samuels. Williams does well. Oh, patient build-up by Dunbeholden. Right on the edge of the box. Blackwood forced away. Watkin needs a good delivery. He goes down inside the box. The referee motionless. Play continues. And out comes Eric Edwards.
Cunningham in a mix of things again, with an initial tackle Cunningham, and then that one as well, where it was a delayed fall, wasn't it, from Watkin?
And it wasn't a lot of connection there either.
Not sure how much did Cunningham really touch the ball, but Watkin, you could see it was a flop. To give him credit, Watkin, he didn't appeal either. He just fell.
Changes made by Arnett Gardens. Javon James coming on for Jakeem Thomas.
Kenelda Brown as well. A player who's made his way across from the Chapelton Maroons.
Amos. Throw into Arnett Gardens. Yep, Brown has come on for Kelson. Williams. Martin all the way back to Cunningham. Oh, he's just so accurate with the passing. Wing couldn't quite keep it in play. Oh, that's some wonderful touch football by Arnett Gardens. And Samuel's a little bit too eager there to try and get that one back. Or was it Watkin? Here is Wing's delivery inside the area. The connection made by Cunningham, but the call went against him. Infringement inside the box, maybe a little push. As we take a look at the SportsMax at moment, and yeah, the save by Damian Hyatt. And this one, an attempt going across the face of goal. It was Marlon Martin with the initial attempt, and then Kelson should have done a little bit better there. But the chances have been few and far between. Those were a couple of them. That's SportsMax that moment of the game. Damien Hyatt heavily involved. Maybe there is another moment to come. Shepherd down the line, and foul on the play there on Wilkes. So Janae is downstairs as we see some attention being given to Zakia Wills, but Janae is downstairs and she has Fabian Reed with her.
Yes, I am here with the utmost famous Paco Blacks, also known as Fabian Reed. Fabian, you are a spectator today. You told me, you saw me, you called me, you tell me that you're leaving tomorrow. Where are you going?
I'm going to India on a contract. Going to play for a team in India on a contract.
So I know you're excited.
Yeah, really excited. Can't wait to reach, to start score back some goal.
Yeah, man. So a while ago we were watching the game and you're just like, somebody have to take the pressure. Somebody have to take the pressure. What are your thoughts on like Arnett so far?
Yeah, they might play good enough, but as I'm telling them, I'm going to change room second half. I'm going to tell the guys, them say, yo, somebody have to take up the pressure, you understand? Because somebody have to take the responsibility. Because when me there play, I just tell myself, say, me going to take the pressure. Everything have to come through me. You understand? If I miss,
demand the ball.
Yeah, me demands it. So somebody, I tell them, say, somebody have to take the, either Kelsey or Kimani Arban or Jail Thomas. So I just tell them that. So just watch we see if them are really, one of them really going to listen what I say and take the responsibility tonight.
Well, a while ago, there's a few more minutes till the game ends, but we're talking about Kimani, also known as Bye Bye. You were saying that he's one of the most experienced. He's been there from him leave Charlie Smith. He's now at Arnett. So what are you specifically looking for from him as the most experienced player on the field?
All right, well, I look at him, the leadership, because as we tell you, him there here over 10 years now.
Yeah.
So I'm supposed to be that person who can lead from the front now. You understand? Because when me was there, me and him was, at the leader, the longest players there now. So I leave it and give him it now. So I text him last night and tell him, say, bye, you, your time now. You need to step up now because you're there here a long time now. You understand?
Well,
so I give him that motivation there.
Fabian, you can't leave Jamaica and not keep in contact with the Arnett boys. They're going to need it all season.
Yeah, that's true. Yes, I still contact with them. I still send me wish all the best in the group and talk to a few. I'm forward them, show them, say, stay between the posts because of this. So anything will go out, have to come in for score.
Okay, well, you heard it from Fabian. And stay tuned for more action. Back to you, Donald.
Jenny, Dunbeholden in and around the area trying to go forward. And again, another failure to launch.
Talking to a man who has scored 74 goals in his Premier League career in Jamaica. Fabian Reed, 16 last season, joint best season that he has had in the Jamaica Premier League. And as I said, 74 overall. We wish him all the best. He certainly knows how to get that ball into the back of the net. And any tips he can give these younger players in red and black, the better off they will be. They still haven't been able to follow in his footsteps though.
Yeah, not tonight at any rate, but they do have a few more minutes remaining. There's a lack of urgency, but they're trying to build from the back once more on Arnett Gardens, and Amos is striding forward.
Yeah.
Looking for the options. We'll try again.
He's earmarked this man, Arboyne,
yep,
as a man to take the leadership of this club.
Here's Shepherd now. Philando wings ball inside the area.
It was to Arboyne.
It was to Arboyne. And it's now with Arboyne. And there's a player down inside the box as Arboyne goes to the byline, pulls it across at the back post. Too high. Play continues. It's with Shepherd. Shepherd straight to the goalkeeper, who spills it. And the whistle goes, saving Hyatt, I believe.
Yeah. Again, Hyatt dropping that dangerous play by Damien Hyatt. And Warner Brown, the poacher he is, getting in the mix there, also picked up a hand from Watkin, who needs to be careful. And I think that was naughty from Watkin. Let's see it here. Arboyne's touch just needed to be better. 10 goals he scored in his Premier League career, Arboyne. Just one last season. And he's had the best looks for Arnett Gardens. Not a bad ball put into the box, but a little bit too high. Just look at it here. Shepherd with the strike. Drops it, and I think fair game from Warner Brown. Yeah, I think that was a naughty challenge. I think a use of the elbow there from Trevor Watkin.
Seems as if Ricardo Thomas is, well, he's down injured and getting treatment. There was a fear that he he may have pulled a hamstring, but not sure. But because he's
holding the
walking
left
off
leg, isn't he?
He's walking off the park.
Gingerly, could still have pulled something down. Not sure if it's really bad cramp, as he's holding both legs.
Yeah.
It would be very unlikely that he would have pulled both. And it's probably more cramp than a pull. Yeah, I think that's exactly what's happening there. Could still have walked off if it was a tear, a minor tear. But
Roger Smith has come on for Wilkes, an attacking change. Oh, that ball has gone through. And it's Blackwood! It's over the top. Well, again, they're knocking. Again, they're coming close, Dunbeholden. But for some reason, they have been unable to hit the target over and over again.
Yeah, they just haven't been accurate. They have always been a bit high. And here's another example. Do remember that they finished the first half without a shot on target.
Our player of the game so far is Cunningham, isn't it?
For sure, Joel Cunningham. There he is again, getting in the mix.
We're hearing that 5 minutes of stoppages will be played. But yeah, a captain's performance so far from Cunningham. And
doesn't talk a lot, very calm. Just goes about his work in a quiet manner, but so effective. And his passing out of the back, so accurate. Great vision from the back line.
Oh, nicely done by Arboyne. Picking up a few yards for the first down. Throw into Arnett Gardens. Cunningham with it. Martin.
Of course, as we said, there's two Cunninghams on the park. Joel, who just played that one, and DeAndre. They're number 23.
Wing. Shepherd. Was he pulled? He was. Easy call there for the referee. Jay Smith pulling him. DeAndre Cunningham sends this one inside the area. Thomas nods it away. Lovely first touch. And the ball over the top, looking for Roger Smith.
Out by Wing. He's had a decent game as well.
Ball comes inside the area, headed away. They'll try again. Again, a lofted opportunity. Blackwood knocked it the wrong way. McCarthy. Well, he came barreling in there. Our boy now with some space to work with. Cunningham overlapping, and Arboyne.
I think that there was the right idea actually from Arboyne. Just that dink over the top was looking for Brown. Just needed a little bit more elevation, but he certainly would have been in. And that was actually not Warner Brown, but Kenelda Brown.
Here's Dunbeholden again. Can they nick one close to the end? McCarthy does well. Ricardo Thomas. Williams. Oh, nice first touch. Still has possession. Williams delivers inside. And they were so cool at the back on it, guns. They finally clear only as far as McCarthy. There's a foot in there. And it goes behind for a corner kick. Trying to intercept that one, Warner Brown.
Yeah. Fabian McCarthy was certainly eyeing up a volley from distance. And good work it was from the Arnett team just to stop that from happening.
Williams tends to be a really good provider, you know. This could be dangerous for the Arnett back line. Here is Williams, high inside the air at the back post, headed behind. Once more. Back-to-back corner kicks for Dunbeholden. DeAndre Cunningham did well there. Here it comes, the corner kick. Easily repelled at the near post. Oh, nicely done. Ball sent inside the area, and it guns with the clearance. Not a lot of time remaining here. And we are on the verge of another 0-0 draw. Arboyne trying to win that one illegally. That's the end of the game, though. Wow. Back-to-back 0-0 draws for Monday Night Football. Arnett and Dunbeholden ended 0-0. There were some bright sparks on occasion. But again, at the end of the 90, a truce is called. And I suspect that if they played another 90, we wouldn't have seen any goals here. But it's the first game of the season for both of these teams. And they would want to get better, especially with their performance in the attacking third. But they share the points after 90 here at the Anthony Sporting Sports Complex. As we take a look at the full-time highlights, ball played inside. It was a dangerous play made by Arnett Gardens, and it was a lovely ball that was slipped through there, and Martin with the initial attempt, and then Kelson with the shot that went across the face of goal. Yeah. Dunbeholden really lived on the edge in this first half, and there's a shot from the edge of the box. Found Hyatt, and then lovely movement by Kimani Arboin, but couldn't finish from there. What a big chance that was. But it went to begging. Then Dunbeholden had a couple of chances there. But Arnett Gardens with clear-cut opportunities. Shepherd reworking it, heading to the byline. And then the touch coming across. And this header from Cunningham straight to Damien Hyatt. He was all over the park, Cunningham. And Blackwood's effort didn't miss by much. Over the top there. And that was the end of that for this game. As I take a look at the full-time statistics, Arnett Gardens with 14 shots, 5 on target. Dunbeholden, they didn't register a shot on target today. 22 fouls committed in this one. Arnett with most of them, a couple of yellow cards beside their name as well. And you can see that the corner kicks were 3 apiece. And the majority of the possession, 54%.
Performance for you today. Obviously a clean sheet, which is where we would want to start with the captain's armband as well. Considering there have been so many changes in this team, how do you feel about the performance and yours as well?
Well, I think we had a good team performance, even given the changes from last year. I think we just want to be more clinical in the box and we'll get our wins.
How important is your leadership and how critical is that for Arnett Gardens to do well this season?
Well, I think it's not just me. I think across the board we have players that can lead. I think Marlon Martin, I think up top we do have Kimani Arboin. Everybody's playing well and everybody's leading along the line. So I think we continue with that. We'll perform well throughout the season.
From the commentary box, we were really impressed with your passing from the back line. I noticed you have fine-tuned that a bit. Not off the mark with any. Is it a case where just in the back line you're able to see the field big and be able to vision all of the options available?
I mean, yeah, I know that even from the grassroots stage, they'll encourage you to scan a lot in the game. So once I know that I have enough space, I'll look for the passes and it'll be simple for me.
Keep working at your game, Joel. We look forward to seeing you as the season goes on.
Thank you very much.
Joel Cunningham there, captain of the Arnett Gardens team and man of the match in his performance today. Arnett Gardens, of course, picking up a draw here at home. Coach, talk to me about the performance. Assess the performance of Arnett Gardens so far this evening.
I thought it was a game of 2 halves. I thought we had the better the first half. We created a number of chances and should have put them away. At this level, I think we should have scored about 2 or 3 goals in the first half. But nevertheless, it's a work in progress. It's a new team, new coaching staff. A lot of things is new. So I think we only can get better from here.
Talk to me. You spoke about many changes and so on. Is cohesion an issue? Is it going to take time for the chemistry to really get going for Arnett Gardens?
Yeah, it's going to take some time. I think these youngsters is working hard in training and they've been accepting what we've been offering as coaches, and it's just time.
Time as well. Talk to me about the change in partnership up front. Of course, Fabian Reid no longer there, Juma Johnson no longer there, Marlon Allen gone as well. How happy are you with in terms of the link play up front? We know Arnett Gardens has a high-scoring team. Is that going to happen this season?
It's going to happen because I'm here as well. And as I said, it's a young team, some new players. We still have a lot of work to do. It's a very long season. And as I said, it's a work in progress, and we only can get better from here.
Very long season indeed. Keep the team fit, Coach. All the best in the season going forward.
Thank you very much.
From the Arnett Gardens camp, of course, sharing a point with this man, Coach Lenny Hyde. Coach, well, in the Premier League, your first game down for Dunbeholden. A fair result at the end of 90 minutes?
Yeah, man. Fair result. I think we put out a good effort today. I didn't like the first half. I think the second half we came into our own and tried to play some football. Also, the changes that we made a little difference in the team. It was a high-press game from, Arnett play a high-intensity game. And that shows us off in the first half. But I think gradually we got into the game. I think physically we are okay. As you watch the game, as long as the game went, we were taking over the game. But it's a team to build on, and they just have to learn the simple things in the game.
You spoke about the simple things. I agree that certainly physically you matched up well with Arnett Gardens.
Yeah.
Talk to me about maybe the touch side of the game, the technical side of the game. How happy were you in terms of distribution, use of the ball, tempo of the game?
Not happy at all. We lose the ball one-on-one situation. We turn over the ball on many occasions. And it's a thing where we have to work on. I think sometimes the occasion and the first game, you know, they're like a cobweb in their feet. So I hope the longer the season lasts, I think the better we'll get.
Had a clean sheet at the end of the day. Yes, you didn't get anything going forward, but Arnett Gardens is a high-scoring team, the highest-scoring team last season. So the fact that you've got a clean sheet from a defensive perspective must be good.
Yeah, that's a plus for the team tonight. I think everybody defended well, and that's what I ask of them. You know, start from the centre forward, and I think we defended well today.
All right, Lenny, bring this beautiful game to the Premier League. We look forward to seeing Dunbeholden more.
Man, definitely.
All the best.
All right.
Well, we're going to recap the matches on match week 1. And what do you know? 3 of those goalless results live on television. Just our luck. Lime Hall, Mobile United 0-0. Malines United, Veer United 0-0. Arnett Gardens, Dunbeholden 0-0. So you saw it on SportsMax. You also saw Mount Pleasant with a 1-0 win over Port United yesterday at Draxall. It was a really good one at the National Stadium between Tivoli Gardens and Waterhouse. Tivoli with a 3-0 win, and Humberline 1-0 over the other new boys in Treasure Beach. So this is the table, and the early leaders, as we know, Tivoli Gardens, Mount Pleasant and Humberline, all with victories, all on 3 points there. And you can see the teams that drew on this first weekend in the Ray Neville National Premier League. Well, we're getting out of here, out of the community of Arnett Gardens. It's been a pleasure bringing you these 2 matches, and we are sure that it's going to get much better from here. But on behalf of the hard-working production team, producer Ramon Stewart, director Michael Edwards, and my color analyst for today, Chris Taylor, it is goodbye from the community of Arnett Gardens.